We're probably going to be grabbing Beauty based on our choices here. I suspect is my best choice. So we'll go and grab that. Pretty strong choices for our heroes, for our opponents as well. I don't really know if I want Cut Purse. There's not a super easy way of buffing them. I think we'll just grab a Billy Goat for now and be fine with it. I don't love the Billy Goat in this spot, but it's okay. Alright, they started with a tree, which is pretty good. I do really like the Happy Little Tree here. We can take the Happy Little Tree and we can buff it with the Witch's Brew, which is really nice. I still think we want to attack with the Billy Goat first. I'm trying to decide if I want this Cinderella. I do think that Cinderella is very strong. Finding early treasures can be really nice. I'm just trying to decide if I want to lock it or not. I don't think that I do. We'll try to pick one up later in a spot where maybe it makes more sense. We're getting beaten up here a little bit. Not terribly surprising given that it's Mim plus that, but not ideal. I do like the Witch's Brew. I don't think that it's worth taking over just like grabbing an actual unit in this spot. We could take the pair plus the Minotaur. Minotaur giving all of our units +1 attack is pretty nice. Maybe better than the Mim here. I like Mim, but I think being that it's not a real unit on its own, I think we can maybe do better with just the Minotaur here. Minotaur plus the pair. It gives us a lot of 3/3s. And then we can kind of just cram this in the back. The only thing that's a risk of is if they have a dragon. If they do have a dragon, it's a bit unfortunate, but I think it's okay. The dragon would still be good against the Mim either way. So no dragon here. We get some decent attacks. This should be able to trade like 3-for-1 with what they've got, which is nice. Obviously our Minotaur attacks, so it isn't quite 3-for-1, but it's still pretty good there. So we're going to see what we've got on tier 3 here. This is actually pretty decent as a pair. I do think the Mummy is strong. It's about the same as the Black Cat, except it ends up being something that we can buff that's a little bit more reasonable. So I think this is okay. Ideally, I want to position them something like this. Because this is able to, like, anything that has low toughness but high attack, this can kind of kill 2 of them. Which I think is fine. We'll maybe spread these out, but it doesn't really matter. There's not any real dragons at this point. I do believe that we just tie this. Yeah, but a tie is fine. A tie on Beauty is pretty much the ideal. And that's kind of what we want for most of the rounds, I think. I believe that I'm okay with Peep here. And then I think just a roll. I do like the Minotaur upgrade, however, I think that it makes us too weak because we just end up playing down a unit in this spot. So I think I'm just going to lock it, take the Happy Little Tree to get the extra scaling on the tree now for the extra health. And then we'll pick this up next turn. I don't believe that we're going to be kissing it, but we will pick it up, being that it condenses the stats. It does give us another a shot at a treasure here, and there are some pretty good treasures that we can pick up from Tier 2. Making all of our animals have good is probably the worst one that can still be offered on beauty, but there's quite a few that are nice. I would even consider the deal 1 damage to everything as something that we could maybe think about, as long as we're able to get something that buffs the health on a peeps. I think that'll be fine. Which we can with that if we decide to do it. That's not ideal, but that's decent. The peep is good here, but I think we're going to get fucked up by the attack order. Yeah, fuck. If it hits here, we tie. It's a bit unfortunate. We'll grab the Minotaur here, though. So we did get the Ring of Meteors. Which is pretty shitty with the peep, to be fair. We might be better off just taking the sling and getting some strength, just using it for tempo for now, rather than really heavily investing in the ring this early. So this gives us attack, this gives us extra health. These are both pretty good. Is the 2-3 better than the 3-2? Is the question. Probably not. We could maybe just sell the Billy Goats and pick up the Good Witch. And then we can sort of rearrange these a bit, maybe like this. I don't know if we're big enough to win this with the extra peep here. Not with the Mad Mim living. If I can attack the Mad Mim, we might have a chance. Because this is going to summon a bunch of 3s. So we tie again? Okay, we'll take another tie. Not the best outcome, but I think it's okay. We may be in a spot where these Godmothers are really, really valuable. Which means picking up the second support was probably not that good. But I do think the Godmother has some value here, so I think it's fine. I don't really care about this Mix-a-Wizzle. I do want to pick up the pair of the mummies. How are we going to position this? So we can maybe cut this for now. We can put the other mummy here. What happens if we cut this? It makes us pretty weak. What happens if we cut this? What if we do something like this and then not run the mummy? Or just run it here? And then put this here? I think my positioning is not super good here. I think that the evil, or the Wicked Witch should be in the middle here. I think we're going to be strong enough with the Godmother that we don't take damage here, which is important. Especially since there's a pig for extra gold. That's a pretty nice pickup. We'll grab this. Eye of Ares is interesting. Godmother really doesn't work super well with Eye of Ares, but maybe that doesn't matter. The Eye of Ares gives us a lot of strength, and might be enough without needing to worry too much about this element of it. It also means we could potentially pick up the Medusa, because we don't necessarily need to run the Minotaur. I do like Medusa a lot. I think I'm going to grab it and then roll. Okay, we're going to XP here, and I think I'm going to run the Minotaur, given that we're going to be buffing it 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 potential health. I think it's our biggest thing to put in the back. So that wasn't ideal, given that they're summoning tokens, but I think it'll be fine. Because the Peep are really good here, and if we're able to Medusa this Princess White, then that should allow us to get the extra XP here. Okay, so that's awesome. So that gives us 2 XP for that turn. I don't think we need to worry about these Queen of Hearts. I think I'm kind of looking to triple this up and possibly find Shoulder Fairies, or maybe more EXP in this spot. Are we in the market to steal something from this Super Pan? What can we steal that I would actually want? Not much. I don't think I kidnap here. I think I roll. I don't really care too much about the treasure in this spot. I think I roll. If I already had Shoulder Fairies, or if these were already tripled, I would consider that a lot more. Friendly Spirit is interesting, but I think we don't have enough range to justify it. Don't really have the spell treasures for that to work. So no Shoulder Fairies again. Are we in a spot where we can pick up this Heartwood Elder here? I don't know if we are. I think we're going to do this, but I don't really love our position. I don't really think that we got any stronger that round, and I sort of hate that. Okay, let's hit this one. I think that's fine. Hit over here. Unfortunate. Bad run out on attacks, so this Shadow Assassin was able to live. We take a little bit of damage there. I don't mind the Nian for the treasure, but I think we really are in a spot where we need Shoulder Fairies or something to be stronger. I think we can take this for the treasure, though. I think Ring of Rage is pretty good here. Gives us a lot more attack. Roll. Alright, here's a Shoulder Fairies. So this will be a 19... It is not good, however, so the Godmother is getting a little bit worse. But I still think it's worth picking up here. This is going to represent a 19 with way more attack than that, so that's pretty good. We may still want it in the back, even though the Godmother... is this better? No, I don't think so. I think the Godmother is still good for one more turn. At least one more turn, anyway. That's not ideal. Let's kill this thing. Oh, man. They have an extremely large Chupacabra here. That is a big fucking problem. Oh no, that's a fucking disaster. We need to get this triple right fucking now. Oh no. I mean, we can take the good boy, but I don't know if the good boy is going to be enough. Do we need this mummy to be in order to be strong enough to beat this fallen angel? Have we run into them recently? I don't think so. I do think knighthooding the good boy does give us a lot of stats. And this certainly should be in. Like maybe it's something like this. Well, that is a nightmare. So, okay, so that's good. No, that's not good. Holy fuck, they're so strong. How big was Super Pan again? The last time that we fought them. They had ball and some sleigh stuff. I don't know if I can afford to run this Shoulder Fairies. I think it's too small. I think we have to knighthood this. And then I have to try and present the biggest possible board that I can that doesn't include the Shoulder Fairies, because I just don't think the Shoulder Fairies are big enough. I think I have... Maybe this is important to have in, because this will give us an additional, like, 6/4 on our whole team. What does this look like? We'll have to see. I don't know if this is good enough. That's not it, though. I mean, we do get to kill 2 for 1 with that, which is really nice. But they have an awful lot of ranged. Yeah, that's not it. We have no ranged. And losing the peep there actually just cost us this game. Could I have positioned this differently? I could have played around Earthquake by positioning it here. I actually think I win then if I do that. Fuck. I think I could win this fight if I position here instead. Because if I don't lose this to Earthquake, it has enough blockers that I can not just get all of my shit shot to death. Man, that fucking sucks. God damn it. Fuck, I feel like I got so unlucky with what I found. I feel like I just doom rolled that whole time. Well, that's fucking unfortunate. I think we end up with 42 points there. If I don't lose a unit for free to the spell, it gives me more opportunities of contact on the units before the range just get to kill me for free. Yeah, that really is unfortunate. Well, I guess I fucked up that one. So we end up with 42 points. Looking at the document itself, will probably be the top on our pod, or close to it. If Infinite gets first in the last round, I think they'll have 43. Scoobs can also get 43. I can look real quick, I guess. Looks like Infinite's probably gonna go over the top of me, most likely. If I had to guess. Yeah. Unfortunate. But nonetheless, it should still put me in the top pod, I would guess. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see how the rest of it kind of shakes out. So I appreciate everybody for hanging out and watching. I am going to end the stream for now. I may end up streaming again later. I might be doing some additional scrims with the tournament qualified people. We'll see if I do that or not. If not, then I will probably just tune in again with just normal ladder play later. So, again, thanks for watching. I'm going to go ahead and end it, and then we'll see you next time.